Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, with some good news for a change. On my YouTube channel, I had submitted a counter notification to the channel strike that I received, the copyright strike against a video that took the video down. It got to the point where I had to do that. I had to submit one if I wanted to see any action taken on my behalf to get that video back. And seeing as it was, much like this video now, a pre-recorded, whereas this is a live stream recorded, video, just me sitting in my room talking to the camera, talking to you guys about an episode of Classicaloid. There was no copyright audio, video, photography, or anything like that in the video. I knew the law was going to be on my side, even though I used a thumbnail screen cap from the particular episode that I was discussing. None of that appears in the video, no footage or anything like that. So I went ahead and I submitted my counter notification, and within a few days, luckily, they approved it and freed up my video, removed the channel strike. So I'm actually happy about that. Amidst a lot of offline hullabaloo that I'm going through, I've talked about all of this on my Facebook account, and some of you guys who will watch this video, who follow me over there, will already be well familiar with all of this. But it's just huzzah time, a little bit of a celebratory time, at least as far as my YouTube stuff goes, that I was able to get the video back. I've since made all of my Classicaloid reviews public again, and fingers crossed this doesn't happen again anytime soon. I'm glad that at least it was swiftly retracted, the original, claim that was put on the video. And it's just left to my surmise that they identified the thumbnail, thought that maybe it was the episode, like I had pirated the entirety of the episode or something, and then, it was just a misinformed, copyright claim against the video. And they have put it right again. So no more channel strikes against my channel or anything, at least for now, at least for the time being, until the next one, But I wanted to come on and let you guys know that, as well as the fact that I just sort of, I didn't want to just talk about that. So you may glean from the thumbnail, which I will be putting onto the video after the fact, after this is, uploaded to my channel and goes live, that I made a little sort of rudimentary thumbnail talking about Happy Sugar Life, the anime series, versus Steins Gate Zero, because this past week, my love for Steins Gate Zero has been through the roof from the get-go. With Happy Sugar Life, I was really sort of won over by it. I think it's one of the only two, first impressions, reaction sort of videos that I've done for the summer 2018 anime season, because I was so into it from the get-go as well. And I find where Steins Gate Zero, every single dripping second of every single new episode has me at the edge of my seat, completely engaged, my mouth agape, my eyebrows making a beeline for my hairline, because of how unbelievable Steins Gate Zero is, how dialed into it gets me, I'm finding a sort of lackluster opposite direction unfolding with Happy Sugar Life. And so I figured I'd talk a little bit about that as well in this video briefly, just to pad it out a little bit, just to have a little more to talk about. My chief concern with Happy Sugar Life is, unlike shows that, are precursor to it, that are kind of in a similar vein of over-the-topness and psychoses, Osama Game the animation, Magical Girl Site, Osama Game the animation is still the high tier of bad but entertainingly bad, as far as I can say. This genre of shock anime series, goes. I felt really disappointed with Magical Girl Site, which, is one that was very much compared. I think I made the comparison, but I've seen other people on my anime list making the comparison between that and Osama Game. And I feel like Happy Sugar Life is in the same vein for all intents and purposes. Only the problem I'm having with Happy Sugar Life is everyone is insane. But it's an unalterable level of insanity. It's just the same episode in, episode out. And I talked about this I believe maybe on my anime list or on my Facebook account, because I talk a lot about anime over on Facebook. I make post after post after post. Whenever I've watched something and I feel compelled to, I'll take a screen cap and I'll make a little write-up about it. Luckily, you know, some of you guys have come over and followed me over there, and we go back and forth talking about this stuff. But I just feel like there's every risk of Happy Sugar Life becoming mundane, becoming inalterable, becoming unevolved, and it's just, this is the status quo. Every single episode we have these same insane characters doing the same insane things. There's no give or take, there's no give and sway, there's no actual progression, and it just remains a sort of, you know, stagnant status quo. And the last 2 episodes, I could have given it, you know, 3 more episodes before bringing this up. But I figured I'd just talk about it because it's what's on my mind right now, having just come off watching the latest episode of Steins Gate Zero and seeing how resounding it was, how incredible it was. And then still thinking about the last couple of episodes of Happy Sugar Life, which began that way, as far as my excitement and my being drawn to it were, and how it has since faltered. You know, not only is it faltering in the fact that there is no real over-the-topness in these last couple of episodes, everything has just remained a level, you know, crazy. I'm also really starting to feel bad for the little girl in Happy Sugar Life, Shio. Even the Seiyu, the voice actress, her portrayal, whenever this little girl character is crying out sorrowfully or scared or whatever, I'm like terrified, I'm traumatized, and not in like a good, enjoyable, oh my god, this is over the top, this is crazy sort of way, like Osama Game, and even to a point, you know, Magical Girl Sight. But Magical Girl Sight also sort of devolved from that level of excitement. There was an underridden uncomfortability, and that is happening more and more in Happy Sugar Life, but it's just, there is this mundanity, for lack of a better term, that is taking over, where every, you know, even when they debut a new crazy character, it's like, but it's just the same as the last one. Oh, this one's obsessed with Sato, you say? Oh, Sato's still obsessed with the little girl? Oh, the pedophile co-worker of Sato, he almost got her, but he's still obsessed with her, and another co-worker just found out about it, but it's just the same. It's the same every single episode. And that's for the last couple episodes that you know, it became really apparent to me. And so I just wanted to put that out there. See, if anyone watches this video congratulating me that, hey, I got rid of my channel strike and wanted to talk a little bit more about anime and such like that. These are the kinds of things that I talk about over on my Facebook account. These are the kinds of things I will be talking about in a sort of overview review discussion format when eventually the summer 2018 anime season ends, and I come back and I talk about my likes, my dislikes, my favorites, my you know, biggest disappointments and things like that, when I will be doing those sort of overview video discussions. And but for the few of you who have actually, you know, decided to come and follow me over on Facebook, we're already actively engaged in that conversation, like almost every day. So, you know, just putting it out there, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you're watching Steins Gate Zero, whether or not you're familiar with the original, which I think you would benefit significantly if you were familiar with the original. But, you know, love it or hate it, what do you think of it? I think it is a just masterpiece in the making, much as the original Steins Gate was. And with Happy Sugar Life, it's just kind of, you know, that's where it's going for me. And so I'd love to hear from you. Are you still attuned to Happy Sugar Life? Are you still enjoying it? Out of those 3 that I mentioned, Osama Game the animation, Magical Girl Sight, and Happy Sugar Life, which one takes the cake for you as being the most so bad it's good? And I'll be really interested to hear what you have to say as far as that goes. And finally, before I end this video, I just want to remind everybody that you can now support my video content, my channel, or me personally, through a PayPal donate button URL link that I've created, which will be in the description of this video. If you enjoy what you see here, if you want to see more of it, help me get motivated and get back on camera more often by, you know, sending some help my way to keep this going, to sort of keep it, that momentum, that driving force going, because it's something that I really want to keep up with. I really want to keep at this, and I really enjoy it. But, you know, I just have so much going on offline that is constantly threatening to jeopardize it and get in the way. And if I knew more people out there were feeling, you know, like they wanted to support what I do and enjoy what I do, you know, that would go leaps and bounds to making me want to be back on more often, talking about stuff like this. And so, yeah. Otherwise, I hope this video finds you well. Again, let me know in the comments below what you think of Happy Sugar Life versus, you know, Steins Gate Zero versus Osama Game the Animation versus Magical Girl Site and things like that. If you've had any run-ins recently or in the past with copyright claims and strikes and things of that sort on YouTube, and anything that I talked about in this video, or anything you just want to bring up, you know, off the cuff. All discussion is welcome. So yeah, otherwise it'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.